Greetings, fellow farmers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Icarus Elysium. Episode 9, Collecting Seeds and Supplies for Growing. The other thing that I had mentioned that we would want prior to leaving is also iron crop plots. So knowing that we're going to want a whole bunch of iron crop plots and also a whole bunch of stone pieces which require iron nails, mining a whole bunch of iron ahead of time would be wise. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that cave that I had just... Actually, let's go to sleep. First, I'm going to sleep. And then I'm going to go back to that cave that I had I got into. And grab a whole bunch of the iron that's there so that I can afford to build stuff with it. Where'd my other one go? You go down there? Yeah. Killing skulks? Good. What was I doing with you? Sprint speed? And with you, you haven't leveled. And they're not gonna, well, the problem with putting them on follow aggressive is they're gonna pick fights with everything on the way there that would otherwise be hostile. But I don't want them jumping into the ravine. So I'm gonna have to, like, wait at the ravine so that they don't, like, leap of faith down and end up like Krieg from last stream, who leaped of faith and kind of went splat. Oh, hello. That works. Just teleport to me. Also curious if the slinger is gonna, like... It's probably not here. Like, the animals aren't really persistent once you're not in the area. Except for your own pets. Your own pets, for obvious reasons, have persistence, but not, random animals, because that would be quite the burden on the server. Oh, crap. Really? Every time I get near my freaking ramp, it's a storm. Every freaking time. You know what? Forget it. There's no point in repairing it now. It's just going to be broken by the time I come back. Now, I didn't tell... Come on, I'm targeting you. I don't want... Oh, okay, that works. You stay here. I was trying to tell Petters not to follow me. Through distant whistle commands. And then, just by chance, Petters, like, teleported me, and that works. Although, you know, honestly, let's, Petters can come all the way to the cave entryway then. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, I got hit by lightning. Thanks, Thor. Damn, man. Of course, my character doesn't know how to stop, drop, and roll. But hey, I was very briefly warm in the Arctic. Or tundra. So I suppose that's a benefit. I could have done without, truth be told, but still technically a benefit. Alright, where's Petters? You are in the cave already? According to my minimap? Are you really? Yes, you are. Okay. Cool. Well, you'll teleport out of here once I start walking away. So, yeah, we have our cargo hauler in here with us, so no problem. Be really easy to load up. So I'm grabbing the platinum so that I can make either platinum or gold, doesn't matter which, makes composites. But because gold is a resource needed for electronics, it makes sense to make composites out of platinum if you don't need platinum for other things, which I don't, at least for right now. Later on, there will be a lot of stuff requiring oodles and oodles of platinum, but it's going to take me a while to get to that point. The carry weight that they have is absurd, so it's not like I could probably mine every single ore in this entire cave, not that I need it all, and Petos would just be like, yeah, it's fine. Just keep loading it up. Tons and tons, no problem. Right, I'm at like 140 out of 828. He's gonna run out of slots before running out of carry weight. I think at this point, I'll go for copper as well, because I know a lot of the things we have left to do, like the creature deterrent, was also electronics, which means copper and gold are still in high demand. And Tall Paul's hopefully still fine. I can see his little icon here. Doesn't tell you hit points or anything, but... Oh, you leveled up. Sprint speed. Sprint speed's a little weird, because sprint speed, if I'm not mistaken, animals won't sprint unless they're mounted with, like, a saddle. So the sprint speed is really only a benefit if I make a regular saddle. So once I get out to the desert, it's not unreasonable to take the Tuskers to, like, desert caves in order to strip desert caves of the resources. And at that point, maybe what I'll do is just use a regular harness so I can ride them rather than a hauler's harness, because I don't need this many slots typically when I'm going to caves. Because I don't usually clear strip a cave of resources, because I seldom require that much in terms of material. I hate when the remaining voxels are like inside the mountain. I can't mind them. Alright, you follow me. One other thing that's pretty funny that will happen occasionally is, if animals drop and land on your ramps, they can break them. So just keep that in mind when, like... Oh god, that's gonna hurt. When pets are following you, they could just, like, fall to their doom and, like, shatter your ramps in the process. It's probably not something you want. Oh, there's another slink! Right there. Hasn't spotted me. Let's fight it. Because, you know, I'm sure you guys are probably wondering what that's like. If I could hit it. Oh my god. Stand still! I'm trying to get a headshot, but I just keep missing because it keeps moving its head around. Cut it out! You're embarrassing me! Oh, Jesus, okay. So if you piss it off at like point blank, obviously as you can see it doesn't go to disengage, it just fights you. But if it spotted me in the wild and I wasn't like next to it, it would stalk me instead. Yes, and they are all teeth. Well, the skulk is also all teeth too, to be fair. The skulk is like Grimer full of teeth. But, I can't actually see the teeth all that well. But yeah, there you go. They're toothy. Ah, I got some gamey meat. That's good, because I was actually low on gamey meat. So they're not that hard to kill, but, they will ambush you. And sometimes they will ambush you when you least expect it. So, for instance, if day one you land in the tundra and you get unlucky and they ambush you, it's probably going to be fatal or close to fatal, because, like, you just won't have the weapons or to defeat them. And then also, if you build, like, a thatch shack, they will, like, destroy your entire shack in, like, one attack. Like, leaping on you. Alright, so you're following me. Cool. Let's give you a little bit of meat for regen, because you're hurt. Oh, another slink. Oh my god, okay. And see how it saw me and then bolted? It's now stalking me. That's what it's doing. Alright, you are going to be on defensive. Because I don't need you fighting everything on the way back. So it's going to try to, like, only engage me if I'm not paying attention. But if I keep looking back, it won't. I'll try to catch it stalking me. Where it, like, will slink back to me. And then... Oh, I think it's doing it now. Oh, no, that's... Yep, see? It was sneaking up on me, and I looked at it and it ran away. It doesn't want a fair fight. It just wants to ambush. So it's just going to keep doing that until I get far enough away from where it saw me last, where it will, like, leave me alone. And I'm not worried about this drop. This drop wasn't the dangerous one to the Tuskers. It was this drop, obviously. So having Pettersk follow me up is no problem. It was... I didn't want them teleporting down. Also, a little worried for Tall Paw. That's a lot of, like, hostile hit point markers. Hopefully we can get there quick. I'm coming, Paul! And this is something that I wouldn't need to worry about for, Oh, Jesus, these, like, fully broke. Oh, there's the slinker. In the ravine. God, stop being annoying. Are you okay? Oh, yeah, you're fine. A little worse for wear, but you're not dead. So fall resistance, and I'm going to do inventory slots. Now let's check on the slinker. So yeah, it's still trying to follow me, but it's like stuck in the ravine just like last time. Alright, headed home to get all this stuff smelted up. Truth be told, it's probably like way more titanium than I reasonably need. I mean, sorry, iron. But whatever. Wanted to grab the titanium from the deep drill site too. That was here. So we're getting pretty close to having all the resources we need to go. So it won't be much longer. And I think I'm going to make the decision to go kind of like bare minimum. Meaning I'm not going to bother with like armor and stuff like that. Because I can probably do without. Remember the seeds? Yeah, I haven't forgotten. I'm going to still do the crop plots. That's what all this iron's for. And then grind up the seeds. I suppose what I could do is grab, yeah, there we go. Grab some berries right now. And some yeast. So I can bring berries and yeast. So yeast is useful for like bread making or beer making. I think you can assume why I would want that. And then berries are useful for mead and also for animal feed. Because growing berry bushes will give you fiber and also like loads and loads and loads of berries, and you can then feed the animals berries if you want. Hey, bud. Oh, look, you have a baby. Unfortunately for you, I think I left my Tuskers on aggressive, so apologies in advance. Okay, none of the titanium has reached... So how many plates can I make here? I needed, what? For the deterrent I needed 5 plates. I can make 8, so I'll just do 5. Because the remaining titanium is needed for the advanced pistol. Alright, Pedersen and Tall Paul are here. And unfortunately, we're about to orphan that juvenile. And I'm not even going to tell him not to, because it's fine. So stay aggressive. And stay aggressive. Now, I don't need all of these turned into iron. Some of it I want into steel, because there's still going to be a lot of other tech stuff requiring steel. Did I have coal sites? Oh, the worms are here. I forget whether I had coal in the cave still. Might have grabbed it all already. Because there were 2 nodes of coal up here, but I think I grabbed them, yeah. Okay. So we'll need to grab coal once we're out and about again. Because there's a lot of the tech that I will want to unlock will also require steel, so making a whole lot of steel out of that iron is going to be ultimately pretty useful too. Checking on what we need for the deterrent. We now have all the composites, which are in here. We've got everything but the electronics. So the electronics is the only bottleneck. That requires organic resin, which we have none of at the moment, I think. So just go out, get a whole bunch of oxide. Because also our oxygen dissolver, oxide dissolver is like empty. So, Operation Oxide. And I guess I'll have Tall Paul follow me on this one. Because he's still lagging behind experience-wise. He caught up pretty quick, but he's still technically behind. Where is he, though? You are over here. Oh, well, you're also standing next to Oxite. No, that's a Skulker. Never mind. All right. Tally ho, off we go. So, thinking about what I'll need after I get... so there's a few other seeds that I would like to obtain prior. I want carrot seeds and squash seeds, which are also native to this map that will not be available to me once I'm in the desert. So I need to find some squash. And I think those are the only plants in the tundra that I won't have in the desert. And then also like the fiber. Although technically you can, is some fiber that you can get from the desert, just not in high volumes. There's not like fibrous plants, really. There's like cactus and stuff like that that you can get some fiber from, but not a whole lot. And it's not that I have plans to make anything with the squash or the carrots. I just want the option to have the ability to plant that stuff. Because, like, I might end up making animal feed out of squash or carrots, right? Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm certainly going to want the option to grow it. I already have a bunch of yeast, so I don't think I need more yeast. And then here's wheat. That was the other thing that I wanted to grab. The desert does have wheat, but, like, I might as well just get some wheat now. So, there we go. I have a bunch of random crops that I can grind up into seeds. Except for squash. So if you see squash on the ground, just holler at me. And I'll grab it. So we're after squash and oxite. Good afternoon to you, snoozer. So on the list of things before we move is finishing up the creature deterrent, making a few grow trays, or at least having the... probably having the materials for the grow trays more than just the grow trays themselves. No, maybe I'll just make the grow trays. I'm not too worried about slots required. So having iron crop plots, which are plumbable. And the big one there is dirt. Dirt is available in the desert, but most of the desert is sand, not dirt. There are patches of dirt. So dirt isn't impossible to come by. It's just more annoying to come by. So getting the iron crop plots going, and then getting all the seeds, and that's about it. And then the stone initial structure, which will be a little bit of a grind because we'll need to get a whole bunch of stone. Luckily, I have the tuskers to do a lot of the stone hauling. So. That's the shopping list that is left, and I'm trying to get through it as fast as possible. And the gun, yes. Not forget the gun. And there's a very good reason I want the gun. I just don't want to spoil it. But, you know, why else would you want a gun other than combat, I suppose? That's a Vesper nest. I'm gonna stay away from that. Okay. I guess I didn't really need to bring him because he's not carrying anything. Woo, you are hurt like crazy. Okay, I am definitely going to set you on defensive and let you rest. So you follow me. And don't find anything. Now that's one more thing that I could do. I don't need it, but in tier 3, I could invest in medicine. Getting the medicine bench with like health recovery elixirs. Because I have available in this biome charcoal, flour, salt, organic resin. And you can use those elixirs on your pets, right? So I can either consume it for myself or use it. I should mark down that this site is Oxite. Go into my map real quick. But I think I'm going to try to do without. I don't want to add to my shopping list if I can help it. I want to get there ASAP. What I do want to do, however, is to have a big enough stonework made in advance that I don't need to do a whole lot of base building when I'm there. So that I can start like taming raptors and working on tier 5 tech and stuff like that. Give me that gimme meat. There we go. All right. Shoving the crops in the seed grinder. I already have like 19 yeast seeds. If you're wondering, I'm probably not even going to have 19 crop plots, so that's like way overkill. I hear Tall Paul messing with something. I'm going to go help. Or rather, make sure it's not Tall Paul. I don't want another dead one on my hands. Okay. Both of you chill here. You are going to be defensive stay. You're going to be aggressive stay because you're the healthier one. Actually, I'm going to set you both to defensive because I don't need you fighting other Tuskers. I see a bunch of Tuskers coming up, and yeah, we can... I'm going to skin this one, because I'm low on gamey meat. I have a lot of stringy and regular, but not a lot of gamey. And you have no gamey meat, of course. Okay, whatever. Hey, Trasha. Good morning, evening, noon, or night to you, too. Whatever time it is. So for the deterrent, 25 electronics is the goal, and we're getting close, I think. Maybe give them more regeneration. So here's the thing about creature regeneration. It sucks. So, they have 2,700 health, regenning at 40 a minute. If I give them more regeneration... like, even a 50% bonus is 60 a minute. The difference between 40 a minute and 60 a minute is, like, almost none at all. When you have thousands and thousands and thousands of health. So the problem is, base creature regeneration rate, this natural nurtured recovery, is... for raptors, it gets up to, like, I think 200%. But for most critters, it sucks. Basically, your animals don't regenerate very efficiently ever, no matter what. Feeding them, however... give them a temporary 1000% regeneration rate. So if they're hurt, you can just hand feed them to get them out of like being critically low. But or to feed them feed. So the smarter way of going about that, rather than like pouring talent points in where you almost get no bang for your buck, is to unlock feed packs and feed them specific feed that is good for their regeneration rate. Like meat feed. But yeah, generally speaking, unless a creature has endless hunger, which gives them like a regen 30% on creature kill ability, animals don't regenerate within like a reasonable time frame. Obviously, that's a massive generalization, but it's pretty true. Good news. I have enough titanium ingots for the pistol. Sweet. So we hit that threshold as well. Awesome. So we have 19 of the 25 for the electronics. The bottleneck is copper. So let's move copper to the front of the queue. And then grab a little bit of refined wood. And make an advanced pistol. With the advanced pistol, so big picture here. Eventually, I plan on respecking out of bows and crossbows using my 40 respec points to spec into firearms. Eventually. And what I might want to do is wait to make bullets until I hit level 43, where I can get bulk pistol ammo crafting. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to make... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm not going to make any pistol ammo until I got bulk crafting going. So that I can make it a little bit cheaper. But what I do want prior to that is some gunpowder, which is sulfur and charcoal. So I've been amassing charcoal. So I'll do that as well. But I don't want to divert too much attention away from the creature deterrent. You know, I want to focus on one thing at a time. Worms up? Nope, worms are not up. Yeah, let's go ahead and repair my pick. And repair the scythe. I never ended up finding the squash, but like, we're getting carrot seeds, yeast seeds, berry seeds, wheat seeds. It's all good. Oh, I need like one more copper wire to build the deterrent. There it is. Deterrent obtained. So I'm not going to set up the deterrent here. I really only need it for when I go to the desert, but I wanted it made in advance. Because my pets are leveling up, so I don't want to deter other animals from spawning around here unless they get too hurt. Actually, you know what? Well, the other problem is, if I set up the turret now, it will use a lot of my power, and I won't be able to use... I won't have power available for anything else. So I think what I'll do is I'll just pull Padaris and Talpal up here so they can naturally regenerate slowly, so that they're readier for departure. Because down in that pit down there, they, like, get into more fights. So basically, I'm gonna tell them to defend themselves. But I'm not going to deter any of the critters from spawning. Come on, Topal. Now, if you're annoyed with, like, animals trying to find their way to you, there is a hitching post tech, here, which gives you, like, a hitching rope, which allows you to, like, drag your animals around, which can be helpful, especially if you have, like, a lot of dumb farm animals. Because some animals are just aggressively dumb when it comes to, like, where they should be standing, etc., etc. So, just know that there's tech for that if that is a problem that you find yourself with frequently. All right, so stay defensive. So now that we have the creature deterrent, let's see. The next thing I want to do is to make crop plots. Make iron crop plots. So I think what I want for that is an iron shovel rather than a steel one. I don't think I need a... you know, I have a lot of steel. Is there even a steel shovel? Some tools don't have steel variants. And shovels would be one of them. So there's like steel this stuff, but not a steel shovel. I don't know why I made an iron hammer when I could make a steel hammer, but whatever. So let's get an iron shovel and dig up some dirt. And that's going to be a little challenging because, like, most of around here is, most of the stuff around here is snow. Well, yeah, dig up some dirt, and that's going to allow us to start making the iron crap plots. So we need dirt, copper wire, sulfur for that. And this is so that once we get out of the desert, there's going to be virtually zero opportunity to get wood. There's almost no trees in the desert at all. So we need to grow our own. And probably 8 plots is going to be enough. Something like that. Let's say 8. 8's good. So for 8 plots, how much dirt is that? $20? Okay, so 160 dirt is what we're after. Done. And then we need to get some sulfur. And copper wires, which the copper is still... I'm going to put it front... I'm kind of running out of copper, but I have a lot of copper ingots in here. But I put the remaining copper in the front of the queue. So let's go get some sulfur. How do I destroy dirt? I don't know. I just do, man. You can destroy anything you want. It's just most... Oh, hello. Most things you destroy end up going into their constituent parts, whereas like dirt, because it doesn't have constituent parts, just disappears. It's funny, not to spoil anything, but one of the byproducts of refining uranium is radioactive waste, which is radioactive, obviously. But like, you can just destroy radioactive waste in the same way you destroy dirt. So it creates a waste byproduct that is of no consequence because you can just like delete it. Which I found funny. It's like, then even why bother with the waste? Because you don't do anything with the waste. I guess you could like hypothetically harm another player with it by like bringing the waste over to their base and like irradiating them. I don't know. I don't know why radioactive waste is a thing. I just thought it was funny. Okay. Let's grab more titanium while we're out too. Oh, that's repaired. It's weird. I did have a storm hit, but yeah, whatever. Sulfur, where are you? So after we get the sulfur, the next... And I should still be looking for squash on the ground. It's not a big deal if I don't find it. But after we get the sulfur, the only thing really remaining off the top of my head, unless you guys could think of something else, besides the bulk bullets that because I'm going to want some bullets for my gun. There's no point in having a gun and have it do nothing. Is the stone structure that we're going to want to move into. There we go. Talents. Light firearm proficiency for bulk ammo crafting. Perfect. And then the other talent I'm going to do is genetic volatility for there to be mutation chance on tame. Or on fertilization. If two things breed, their offspring can mutate. Yeah, in this game, like, radiation is not something that, like, your character has kind of a built-in Geiger counter up their butt. So radiation sounds like a Geiger counter. And then it also is a giant cloud of, like, yellow fart. So it's not like you could hide radiation, honestly. It's very noticeable. In fact, it's super annoying. So when you get, for most people's bases, you put everything, well, I don't know how other people build bases, but generally speaking, I think you put everything in one big room, like your crafting room or whatever. But for radiation, that might be a little bit different because, well, it's radioactive. You don't want to live near it. So I think the stance for at least the uranium refining is to have like an outbuilding where you refine your uranium, and if you have like a nuclear reactor or anything, you keep that like well the hell away from everything else, because being near it all the time will kill you. And radiation poisoning in this game is like no joke. It's real terrible. So, and it takes a very, very, very long time to clear out of your system. So it's you don't want to be messing around with radiation. You'll end up like Marie Curie. And yeah, that's not cool. Madame. You'll be dead like the Madame. Oh, did I see squash? I might have missed it. Ultimately, as long as I have some vegetable, it's fine. Because there's like fruit feed, meat feed, and vegetable feed for animal feeders. So as long as I can source those 3 types. Oh, and also silage, I guess. As long as I can source those types, it's not a big deal. How are you doing for health? You healed a bit, and you leveled up. So you're going to work towards charge 2. Cool. So I don't have enough steel screws for this. Okay, that's no problem. I have so much steel. And then I need iron. So iron's cutting the queue here, so I can build the plots. So we have 2 of the 8 crop plots that I want. Okay. And then we have bulk ammo crafting. So the other thing I'm going to do with some of this sulfur, because obviously I don't need that much sulfur, is turn it into gunpowder. So I'm going to start making bulk gunpowder out of the sulfur and charcoal that I got for bullets. Thank you for tuning in to Icarus Elysium, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow prospectors.